Okay, so we've been focusing a lot of our time on rollovers. How can we prevent rollovers? How can we combat rollovers? What can we do specifically to keep that from happening, right? And if you can limit rollovers, you put more baseballs and play hard, you're gonna see your hit total go up. Most times, even in professional baseball, right? And at the highest level, that's one of the biggest things that you see. Whenever a guy gets it wrong and they're not squaring the ball up, typically it's a rollover, right? So with that, I kind of talked last time about the concept of staying behind the baseball. Keeping the barrel behind the hands at contact, right? So how do I teach my guys to keep the barrel behind the hands at contact? I usually use one of two cadences to help them understand it and feel it. Either number one, I focus on the bottom hand and lead with the knob, or number two, I focus on the top hand and keeping the top hand back. It really just depends on what I'm seeing out of the hitter. My go-to typically is with the knob because, extension and getting through. I'm a firm believer in taking the knob through the baseball, and it goes into my hitting philosophy. But if that doesn't work, if they can't feel that rollover sensation, that top hand turning over, then I'll emphasize the top hand. So if we're looking at this thing, and there's so many ways that you hear coaches talk about it: stay inside the baseball, hit through the inside of the ball, drive the ball to the backside part of the field. Just like we said before, if your focus is on the backside, the chances of you rolling over are greatly decreased because nobody rolls over to the backside. Nobody talks about that. It doesn't happen, right? So if that's the case and the focus is on keeping the barrel behind the hands, what I mean when I say that, keeping the barrel behind the hands through contact, at contact, if we just focus on leading with the knob, if the knob is out front, there's no way that the barrel can be out front too. It's not possible. So my guys come through and we're leading with the hips come through first, and then naturally, the knob is gonna be the first thing to come through. We come through, still, I'm extending through the bottom hand, and that'll keep my barrel back for as long as possible. It will allow me to work my barrel through the zone too, but what we're talking about here is staying inside the baseball and keeping the barrel behind the hand. So if we're leading with the knob, the barrel has to stay behind. It's gonna stay behind. Now, if that's not a concept that guys can get hold of and take grasp to, because a lot of younger guys, they're probably not gonna understand that concept completely, or they're not gonna be able to get that feel down. What you can do is emphasize the top hand. Now with the top hand, really what we want to get them to feel, show them what it looks like keeping the barrel back, right? And once they see that, have them take their bottom hand off and look at what the top hand is doing. The top hand remains back. That's literally what it does. It looks just like this, right? That's what's gonna keep that barrel back. But what happens when we roll over, that top hand releases, and usually that's when that barrel starts to come up. So instead of the top hand looking like this, which that's gonna be the top hand initiating that barrel movement through the zone, we wanna keep the top hand back in kind of like an upward motion. And it's gonna be a lot easier if they have the barrel in the fingers, right? It takes a lot of that tension off the wrist. If it's not gonna be in the fingers and it's wrapped around, usually that barrel head is gonna come out more. You see how it just did that. So if I put it in my fingertips, I can keep it back. If I don't, it's gonna pull the barrel forward. And it's so slight, but you think about it, we don't have much time. There's not much time that we have at the plate with ball coming from pitcher and getting into the zone. Every little bit counts. Keeping the barrel back until that last split second is gonna count. Every single period of time in that box between you, pitcher, balls on the way, and that timing is 100% gonna count. So we can either look at top hand, keeping the top hand back, okay, and keep it from initiating barrel release, or we can focus on bottom hand and lead with the knob. If that doesn't work too, really have them focus on keeping that bottom hand cocked back, because that can help us get that done as well. So that's that, preventing rollovers, keeping the barrel behind the hands, using the knob or using the top hand. Hit us hit.